Yeah. Come on. Yeah. Testing. Yeah. Yeah, sound is there, so I think we're happy with that. Okay. All right. I mean, if anything happens, then I apologize. I'm gonna go crazy if I listen to myself while I talk. I can't be listening to myself while I talk. Okay. Oh, shit. Okay, let's get this going. Mhm. Let's get this going. All right. So, and date, right? Let's see. Oh yeah, we haven't figured it out. We wanted to start the charts. Oh, we're starting the charts. We had already had it. What was I? Hmm. Hmm. Yeah, that doesn't go anywhere. Uh, you don't say. 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 Sure, you don't say. You don't say. You don't say. Be alive. We are live. 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 are live. We are live. We are live. We're live there. We are live here. We are live. Live. We are live here. Yeah. Yeah, so that's going. Da, 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 da. We are live. Live here. We are live. We are live here. We are live. Okay. Okay, we're live. We're live. Yes, we're live. Name is Musiso Masipula. I'm coming all the way down from Cape Town to your phones, to your screens. Okay. Anyway. Okay, so we're live. I struggle a bit with this audio thing, but it's a TikTok thing. Everywhere else, everything was fine, but when it comes to TikTok, it's gonna make you cry. It's gonna make you cry tears. You will cry tears when it comes to TikTok. It doesn't just. TikTok doesn't just. It will make you cry tears. You will cry tears. All right, I think we messed up our time. Let's see what we did here. What did we do with our time? We are not getting the right time. Is that what's going on? Save. Let's see. Our time here looks like shit. Looks like money. There you go. Now we have time. It looked like money. Oh yeah. Okay. Fuck. I was messing around with that TikTok thing and I got a bit tired. Fuck. Damn. Need some energy. I need some energy. Okay. Need some energy. Yeah, let's see. Okay. So the first thing I want to try and do, I do want to try and format this better. I don't quite like it. So we need to find like a nice arrangement of the not really start date. I mean, it is start date, but it's end date for the timer. but your stream is going to start at that time. So yeah, so we'll get to that. I would love to just work on how this looks and also how all of this looks. But anyway, so so we're working on this overlay. This overlay is intended for streaming for OBS, so that you'll be able to overlay things like the timer. I didn't have a timer before I started my stream, but I mean, as you could tell, I was starting my stream with a bit of struggle here. But it would have been nice if I had a timer and music, and maybe while I'm setting up, that's all I'm listening to. But no, it had to be me doing the testing all along. So I have this timer, so it's not ready yet, but it should be ready by tomorrow, or at least the end of tomorrow. So this timer can be added to OBS like that. So it can be over anything you want, over a camera. But my application is over that. You should be able to size it. I'm sizing the wrong thing here. Size it and make it what you want. And then I wanted to have because my overlay here, let's just go for blind. Go blind and find like a blind logo. Find a blind logo. I'll go for a white one. So yes, so I want the blind logo to be somewhere in here. Maybe at the top like that. And then let's actually add how do you add a folder? Just gonna name this opener. Let's just say opener for now. So we'll find something for it. So our opener will have all of this, so that we can just disable everything if we need to. And then in the opener, inside the opener, we're gonna add more images. We're gonna go get the social media stuff. So you're gonna get X, put your X in there, get the next one. Oh, remember to put it inside. Maybe rename it, make it X. Make it X. Get the next one. Where is this other one? Maybe make it Facebook. Find Facebook. And then you're gonna have to so our Facebook, where's this? Our Facebook. Yeah, I have to make Facebook smaller. Small as you can make it. Get your next one. Insta. Get Insta. So I'm just adding my social media So basically, this means if you go to any of these platforms and type blind, you should find us. This should be us. The next one. We'll name it after. LinkedIn, WhatsApp, YouTube, that's the one. You cannot forget YouTube. The name, and then put it on there. Put it on there. Now when you disable this, you disable anything. I'll have it there. So damn, it has to be. Damn, you have to click on it to move it, find it and move it to the position that you want. X in a little bit, maybe just put it in. Okay, this is not like my one. It's not like all right. So we're in this. We are in this. And now let's do it. Looks nice there, but okay, let's keep it here so that fuck. Okay, that's 100. Okay, so this is our timer. Timer's counting down. Just wanted to style it a little bit, make these like what proportional to the other one. I was gonna do it here. So in there, I was gonna do it there. Try to style it a little bit. Add event listener. Dome. Do it. Close that. Okay. So I want this the outside the entry. I have to style this. So const time element. I'm just gonna call it time element. Document selector time, but I have the right one. It's not query. It's not. It's query selected time. It's a class. Time with a class of time, and then now we need to get close that. Bring that in. So let's see. So if you go get width and height. Wait, get width. We just want the width. Get width of time element. Okay, let's unlock that. Let's see what it says it is. So we're just gonna go to here, refresh. It should tell us 200 and what, which is fine. So we want to make the height of this. So style 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 height equals to width multiply by 9 divided by 16. I'm gonna try this. So this is like a 16 by 9 aspect ratio. I think I may want 9 by 16. Let's see. See how it looks like. It looks like that. I don't think it's bad. I don't think it's bad. So let's go to, so we could just query selector all. Now we have to select all of them because now we only selected the one, and then get the element of the first one. So if you just select the index 0, that will be the first one. So get the first one. They all look the same, so that's all right. And then from there, you're gonna say elements time elements for each time element to this. So we just want to make it that height. So this should make all of them this height. So because that is what we want. We want, yes, we want them to be the same height, like that. I don't know if it then looks bad, but it may look like this here, but when you have it on your stream, it might look a little better. It looks like that, and then we then need to decide what we want for our scale. What we want for our, so if we go time element, query selector for the time, then the numbers of this selector H1, right? Dot style dot font size. Font size. So we don't really want it to be that. We just want it to be way less. So way less. So let's divide it by 50 for now. Just want to see how it looks like, because otherwise you will have to decide the size. Huh. Okay, that's how it looks like. Maybe this can be a little bit less, or is it a bit more? Bit more. So make it 100, which will divide. Yes, will be like that. Okay, not too bad. We have to make that that P, it must stick to the bottom. This P must stick to the bottom. So let's say item align end, which means it will stick to the bottom. Let me see. Color, oh, try this end, this end. This is centered. The one is centered. Do you want to justify content and let's see what we have. Yes, we want it like that. We want it like that. Okay. So I think we may have done it. Let's divide this one by 40. Let's say 40, which should make it even, yeah, a little bit more bigger than that. Maybe bigger than that. So meaning we have to go down to 30 divided by 30. So looks like that. Okay. Why is it high up? Maybe high up because there's no gap. There is no gap. Why is it high up? Let's give it a. Why is it high up? Huh. Something's wrong here. It's the padding, but this padding is not bad. So where do we get this padding? Huh. Let's make padding 20 all around. Let's see what that does. Pushes up. So make padding 0. Let's see what that does. Pushes it more down. But why? Why? Okay. So we have two elements, but one is pushing the other one down for some reason. Right. Let's Let's height it 70%. Okay, I don't think that's bad. Let's height it 60 and take the light green color off, green or blue. Okay, that makes it even worse. Let's make it 80. Okay, I think I like that, so but I'll keep it at 75%, which I think this is the right one. So now if we refresh our countdown here, okay, looks like that. This is pretty good. This is pretty good. It's very good. Let's move this under like that, under like that, and then let's give this a class. Let's give this a class of start time wrapper. Let's see, start time wrapper. So start time wrapper, we're gonna go display flex should be fine. We can do the justify and justify center, align center, no column, but this should be fine. Yes, and I wanted to put it down here so that it looks good on OBS like that. Yeah, like that. And then let's remove the background. Remove the background. Remove the background. Remove the background. So if we remove the background on OBS, it should have no background. So now there's no background, so it looks like this, which is good. On OBS you can transform this and say center screen. Okay, it is in center screen, but we obviously have all of this all wrong. Even the blind logo is in there. It's not centered. So let's put it center screen. Okay, I don't know what happened there. Transform reset. So we're gonna reset the transform and then go center to screen. Wow, this doesn't listen. Okay, so this needs to be that small, be there, and then we have our countdown, then we have all our social media stuff. So push that there, push that there, push that there. I wonder if you can highlight all of this and align them. Can you align this? Align horizontal, you can't. I don't see where you can align it. Okay. So it's best to create this in Photoshop, align it, make sure it's all right, and then bring it here. But yeah, I mean, let me bring this in just a little bit. Yeah, it's hard to get to this stuff if they are inside a group. Let's get them, let's put them outside. Put them outside on top. Yes. So it's easy to get to them now because they don't wanna listen. So now I can get to it and align it as I want. So I can align, make that bigger, make this bigger. Yes, align it and make it look kind of okay. All right. So we have this. We should make that bigger. We should make our text bigger because that looks, it's very small and we can't see it. We have to, let's go back and give this a background. Oh shit, I have to make this bigger for some people to see. Okay, maybe a little bit more. Okay, I hope that's big enough. So we have to make this, yeah, we gave that a background so we can see. So we need to make this bigger. Make that bigger, make the circle bigger. So let's go down and find that start date. And then the font, let's make it 50 pixel for now. Let's see. 50 pixel. Okay, looks big enough. Let's give it space. Because now it's not spaced out right. Where is it? There. Yeah, so there is another space there. Space. Oh shit. Not like that. We have to go to, because this goes into that start element, this one or that one or this one. So we just have to we can actually just margin it. So if we say margin, so margin, let's start with 30 pixel. We might need 50, but actually let's just go 50 pixel. So we're gonna margin it like that. It's, yeah, I mean, it's all right. It's too far. Maybe let's get it down to 30. Too far apart. Okay. It's not bad, and I still don't quite like it. I mean, it does tell you what's happening. This is where this the stream is going to start, when the stream is going to start. So it tells you something, but still don't like it. I think we can find something better, or like maybe a different font. We're gonna have to find a really good font. It's yeah, oh yeah, I wanted to see it here. How does it look there? Okay, yeah, it has the background, which we might need to take out if we want to see. So background's out. So yeah, okay, I think that looks better. Looks better. Tells you when the stream is gonna start. So we could also say stream starting in so stream starting in, so it will look better here, right? Oh shit, I have to make an adjustment here for this to take, yes, stream starting there. Okay, so I mean, not bad. I have to work on the text here, but it's not bad. It's saying what we want it to say, right? Okay, but maybe starts. Stream starts. Let's see. Stream starts 20 August 2000. I don't know if we need to see the date here. Maybe we do. But anyway, so yeah, 22 hours to tomorrow. So 21 August, 9:37. Stream is gonna start. So this will count down to that time, and then yeah, and then do what it needs to do. So yeah. So now we're gonna get to this part. So I've been working on the controls for this. So been working on the controls for this. So we might wanna put that back to actually let us decide what, let's decide what we want the font of that start start stream to be. So let's decide that here. So we're gonna say P. So start date. Yes. I'm just gonna make it start date text. Texts. So that when we get here, we just need to decide what it needs to be. So it needs to match. It needs to match what the other elements sizes are. So basically, this is our reference size or reference width. So we're gonna use this width to decide what everything else is. So we're gonna now go this for each of this. We want to make it start text, style it. Style, font size. Okay, let's divide it by 100 and see how it looks like. So divide that by 100. Okay, it looks pretty small. Let's divide it by 50 for now, and then let's see, dividing 9 by 50. It's quite big. And also let's decide the margin between. So that date, style, margin. So the margins are, we will decide, we're gonna make it like a percentage. So how do you calculate percentage? It's gonna be this. Divide by 100, right? Put it in a thing. Multiply by, let's say 20. But 20% is a lot. So, but we're gonna check. Let's say percent, because we're finding 20% of that. So that is a lot. So let's say times 2. Times 2. That's still a lot, is it? Yeah. All right. Let's just say multiply by 0.05. And then get rid of that. So this should give us 5%. Let's go 0.1. And tell me this margin. Okay, so it's gonna be 0.01. 0.001. Yeah. Okay, this margin is a lot. Okay, let's divide this by 70. Quite small. The margining is killing us. Put another 0. Now I'm making it really marginal, like almost nothing. This is okay. let's say pixels. What does that give? Okay. 0. So that should be okay. So that works. So 1. So okay, not too bad. So 0, 5. So we're just gonna make it, yeah. I don't want it to be too far apart. Okay. Yeah, so I've been working on this, like I said. So this here will give you the control for almost all these elements. I'm gonna add more, but we'll give you the control for each of these elements. So you should be able to change the color of the text for the clock. You should be able to change the background of that clock if you wanted, and also decide whether you want that to be transparent or not. If you click on this, it will be transparent. If you remove it, then you can decide whether you want it to be somewhat transparent or all the way transparent. It's going to be your decision. And then this is the label, so it's the clock underneath. You can decide what color you want that to be as well, and you can decide the background for that as well. So I was making this so that I give you more control, so that my colors that I like are not the same as yours, so you can decide what to do. If you like it to be like monochrome or something, like black and white, you want black and white, you can do that. You can make the actually, you can try to make this black and then the text white. You can do that, and then make this one, the background, all the way white, and then the text black. Or you can make the text white and the background black, and then on this side make the background white and the text black. So you can decide what you want to do. And like I said, the transparency is on all of them. The background can be as transparent as you want. And then this side, this is the background of the whole thing. So you can give the background a color if you want, or you can just make it transparent so that it's transparent, you don't see it. So you could totally do that. You can do anything you want with this in terms of the coloring. And then you can also decide on what font you want this to be as well, so that when you copy the link, this would be the link. When you copy the link then and paste it on OBS, you have those colors. But right now it will not work. Even if I put the link on here, it will, shit, I didn't copy the link. Copy the link. Okay, that's not copying the link. We're gonna have to work on that as well. We need to find out why it's not doing that. But yes, so it's not working at the moment, but it will work, because for this to work, I have to grab all of this data. So all your changes there, I have to grab them and keep them in a database. And to do that, I have to decide I have to give each, let me say, session. So when you make an edit or change the colors and make whatever you want to make, I have to give that some type of identifier. So the identifier will then be stored in a database along with all the information on all the data, all the changes that you've made. So, and then when you copy the link will come with that identifier. It will be just like a long code. So if you keep it somewhere, that code, you should be able to, anytime you want, to go back and find exactly uh, the changes that you've made and still use it anytime you want. And I'm gonna make it so that you don't have to log in. You just make your changes, you copy the link. If you keep the link somewhere safe, you should be able to use it for OBS anytime you want. It will be the same every time. And then you should also be able to change the time anytime you want as well. And then these controls should be available for you anytime. So what I wanted to work on today before I got distracted was to I wanted, because I was doing this navigation. So this navigation doesn't really navigate. So I want each of this to have its own time, so to say, or solo hero appearance. So when you click end date, only this part should show up here on this window or on this panel. So this panel should only show you that. When you click that, it should only show you that. When you click that, it should only show you that. So I think we should be able to do that today before we end the stream. So I just need this to work. Yeah, but because I've been working hard trying to make this work, and it's definitely working. So oh yeah, so remember, you won't be able to make changes if this is transparent. So if you made it transparent, then you won't be able to make the changes. So make sure this is unticked and make changes. Yeah, so that's what's up. So let's just work on this right now. And then so that when you click on this, you only see one of these. So I want to do that because I want to add more controls, but they won't all fit in this window. So if you have like a navigation like this, you can make sure that at least you are not cramming all this or make it confusing for people. Because if you have a lot of controls, a lot of applications, a lot of things or configurations in one small panel like this, it's gonna be confusing because we don't know, people won't know what they're doing. So at least if you know I'm on end date, and then this is the only thing that you see. So you're gonna set the date. When you set the date, you're gonna see the date show up there every time. So yeah. And then obviously when you change this, things will happen. Okay, I have to remove, oh, okay, I'll work on that. It should not be a big problem, because when you make a change here, so if I refresh, our time looks fine. But if I make a change, then it becomes big because I have the styling in CSS here. So, and I have it on JavaScript. So JavaScript is the one that will show up when you refresh. but then when you make a change, it will go back to what CSS says it should be. So I'll fix that. So give me 1 second. I need some energy to continue with this, but we're making progress because this is appearing here, and we can see it. Oh, I typed the wrong thing there. We can see it. Let's go back here, and then let's go. So this is not copying. I have to fix that as well. Okay, I have to try and compartmentalize. Make sure I tackle one thing at a time. So I don't know, maybe type on the chart here. Should I handle this copy button and make sure it works, or should I work on this navigation system? So just say navigation system or copy button. But the copy button is the link that you're gonna copy to OBS to make it work, but it's not working right now, which we can make it work. But I have to decide what I'm doing on this stream, because if I do one thing, that's the only thing I'm gonna do before 12 o'clock or before something past 12, because I have to sleep, I have to work tomorrow. So yeah, say something on the chat. Navigation or copy button. I'm alone. I'm talking to myself. I'm talking to myself. No one's here. All right. Navigation button. So let's fix this. So when we will make this a function. We have to make this a function. So I want to fix this. When you make a change, this goes back to being big like this, and it pushes everything out. So I do not want this to do that. So when you refresh, it will go back to default. But now when you decide what date you want this countdown to count down to, it then defaults back to the default font size. So the font size become what it was when it was set up in CSS. So what it was set up here. So there, yes, it becomes this. So this is now what you see here. So to fix that, I have to make this styling a function. So if we make this a function, so we're gonna go, let's start with GFX, graphics, graphics styling, styling function, graphics styling function. So I just want it, I'm making it a function because every time we make a change, we will come here and size everything to what we need it to be. So when we come to the script, so this script, what it does, let me see, let's do this. Yeah, I guess we're gonna have to do that. Actually, we can do this. Where are you? We can do that and then push this back here so we can see, and maybe just a little bit, make it a little bit big. But when we come to this function, right? So this function right here, so this is a listener, but it doesn't matter. This function right here, okay, this is the countdown clock. So we always come back to this countdown clock, but I want, when we change this date, when this is being changed, I want to call that function. So I want to call GFX styling function, and I also, because now it is a function, so it won't execute unless it's called from somewhere. So I have to call it. I have to call it from here. So I'm calling it from here, but I also want to call it on load. So when we refresh the page, it will call the function and then fix the styling. Now, when we change this date, it will call the function and fix the styling. So the styling won't go back to what it was. And then I can, if I want, I can remove this styling, the font size, but I shouldn't need to. So I can keep it here, and then it should be fine. So if we make a change here, we say our next stream is on Monday, Monday 7 or 6/23. We're gonna start at 623 and do that, then now it doesn't do it. See, it did not go back to being at 50 pixel. So it's not longer doing what it was doing before. So yeah, that's fixed. So now, since you didn't tell me whether to tackle the copy button or the navigation, which one you want, I'm just gonna go with the navigation, because this is what I wanted to do. I would love for this to every setting here, every configuration for this to be on its own, so that we know this is what we're dealing with. When we're done, we can go to the next one and the next one and the next one. So I want to do this. So go back here. Yes, so let's go back there. Bond. A function, let's go call our function navigation function. Yes, we have the navigation function. A navigation function. So right now I just want to, so to see if it works. So when you refresh, we should see this console, see this in the console. So let's expose the console. And yes, we are seeing it. So I'm just console logging out these to see that we do come into this function, so we can see all of these. So now we have to fix it. So let's look at what's happening here. This is our navigation bar. So down here, I want to see, let's see, are we still on? We're still going. I want to see so each of this will have a name, so that is what I want. So damn, it has the same name, but we can fix that. So we will go, we have the date, this is the start date, so we have to name it so we can find it that side. So we're just gonna give it an ID of countdown date. Hopefully there's nothing like this. If there is, we are in trouble. Date, maybe let's say L, element, standing for element. So if we do that, it should be unique, because yes, it's unique. We don't have another one like that. So this is what we're gonna put here. This is gonna be our start date. And then let's make an ID for control bar counter text, so the numbers of the clock. So ID, we're gonna say counter. I type it right. ID counter. Don't do that. Counter clock. I'm gonna make it L as well, so that we know what we're looking for. So L doesn't exist anywhere else. So this is this one. This L should have a small letter L. And then let's see if we can find another one. Okay, we're done with that. This one is the label. So we're gonna go IT label L. It's not bad. So we're gonna paste that on the label. Label L. Remove that. Don't need that. Label L. That's that one. And then this one is background. This is the background. So we're gonna go ID GFX L GFX. I'm just gonna call it BGL. It should be unique that way. So BGL, and then the last one, we're gonna give it ID font L. Font L, that's fine. We can do that. Font L. So font L. So let's see. So we have end date, counter, colors, counter background colors. We don't need that. Label color, label background color. We don't need that. Background and font formatting. Font formatting. Font formatting background label. Yeah, that's perfect. So let us go back. There you. So now I need to know. So this will check target. So I need to know if we are getting the target. I want to log this out. So let's refresh. Let's see. So if we click here, scrolling to something. Okay. All right. So that's working. But that's not what I want to do. I don't want to scroll to these things. I want to disable them. So here we're just gonna go. So we're looking for item map target. So we want the target. So we want this. Basically, we want this. We want the target. Let's do this already. All right. So this should be fine. So what I want is to go each of these targets. I want to disable. So style. Actually, we can say style. Not style. Class list. Add hidden. Class list hidden. So class list hidden will mean it's hidden. I don't think we have this. We must. I don't think we have a hidden class. Yes, that's fine. So if you don't have it, we're gonna put it down here. Damn, I don't know how to get rid of this cursor now. Because now it's gonna mess up my typing. As you type, it deletes what you've typed. So to get rid of this, you have to close this and come back to it. I know there must be a shortcut that I'm pressing here to change the cursor, but I've been lazy to Google it. Maybe we should ask ChatGPT again. Hidden display none. That's what we want. So we just want this to be none. Display none. So if this is display none, here, so when we add the class, then the CSS will do everything. It will just display everything none. Basically, it will just remove it. But now down here in this, we want to remove the hidden class. So we added the class there. Now we're gonna remove it. So when we remove the class, it should now, so now we should only see one. Actually, we won't see one because we didn't decide which one we want to see. So we decide which one we want to see here. So we only show 0. So let's go, we need to find this one. And that's gonna be tough because now we need to decide which one we want to see. But anyway, we could leave it at that. So everything's gonna be disabled. You're gonna see nothing as you come here. Maybe we can leave it like this. And then when you click on something, something will show up. Wait, that was already there. Let me see. Refresh. Oh, that was already there. Okay. So this was clicked. So when I click this, it doesn't remove the rest. We want to remove the rest. So when this is clicked, we need to remove all the other ones, everything else. That's gonna be a problem, but let's see. So we need to remove everything. So we have to run this again. So I have to run this for the second time, but now change this to give it like a different name. Maybe let's say, I was just gonna say hide, right? And then we will go okay. Now we have to run another for loop. We have to run the same for loop, this for loop. We'll run this for loop there. Oh, actually, we already have the for loop. We have this for loop here. We just now need to change this to, we need to make this like a proper function now. This is now the new function, and then put this inside, and then make this I. This is gonna be I, because that's I there. So we're taking the same things and making it hide ID. Put the hide ID there, and then the hide ID is here, and then we're gonna add hidden to that, so that we hide everything else and then show only the stuff that we want to show. So right now, let's see. So we have the date and date. We have that. It was supposed to hide the rest. Let me refresh that. Let's try again. We have this, we have that, we have this. Okay, so that's working. Okay, the rest is working. It's just that the date doesn't go away. So we need to figure out why the end date is not going away. So this is not going away. We have that. We find it. Why aren't you going away? Aren't you leaving us? You're supposed to leave us. You are supposed to leave. Why aren't you leaving? Okay, hide a thing. Activate one. I said hide all the targets, which is that. Yeah, this is ID. ID. Start date L. Start date L. I'm just changing it. Refresh. Let's see. Still have it. It's supposed to be gone and only show up when we need it to show up. So something is wrong. So end date might not be the same. Oh yeah, I see we're missing. Oh, not missing anything. End date, end date, end date is end date. Wait, that's not end date. Yeah, that's end date. So we find end 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So and date with no colon. Okay, so the colon was the problem. So now this should be removed. Maybe if we save it, saved, and date colon, and date colon, and then the L ID. So this should work now. Refresh. It really doesn't want to do it. Let's go change this. Refresh. Yeah, that date doesn't want to leave us. We need it to leave. We need this to leave. We need it to leave. Let's see. Let's make it 26, 11, whatever. It's gonna be 6 hours. Ah, it's running 2 clocks, is it? Oh yeah, because I get. Why is it running 2 clocks? Why running? Oh. So we need to clear the other listener. So it's listening twice. So now it's running 2 clocks, running a clock from the 28th, but it's also looking at the previous one. So what happens if we make another change? Then there will be 3 clocks. Yeah, there's three clocks. Well, this goes to 860, 860, 860. Okay, that's interesting, but we can fix it. We can fix that. Don't worry. Okay, let's see. Well, we'll get to that. Right now, I really want to fix this one. So our end date keeps showing up. It doesn't want to be removed. It doesn't want to be removed. So let me see something. Let's console log this. So the target, let's console log the target. I want to see what this target looks like. All our target. Our target doesn't count the end date. Show this. Oh yeah, no, but that's fine. It doesn't count. Wait, let me see. Yeah, we only have 4 elements. So only 4 elements are in the for loop. Only 4 elements are in this. So a for loop only finds these ones. It doesn't find no one. Why? Because, wait, let me see. So it thinks this P is not part of. Okay, let's do this. Let's move this to the end. We need it to be in the beginning, but let's move it to the end. Now you gotta tell me what the hell is wrong. I think we see 5 now. But it still doesn't disappear. It doesn't disappear. Okay, let's do something else. Let's log. Let's actually log I. Let's see what I has in store for us. What is this? Oh fuck. This is opening here. Okay. We gotta close this. Oh. don't see it here. Why is that open? Okay, that's okay. Still need to close. Sure. Okay. So we need to figure out why this end date doesn't want to end. This end date doesn't want to end. I'm not missing anything. This is there. Not missing anything at all. I have start date. What date is there? It is definitely there. Definitely there. Okay. We do not necessarily need. Let me see. I mean, there's other ways we can do this. This section map thing, we could use it, but we don't need it. We don't need that. We can use something else. We don't need this. We can use it somewhat like a different technique to do it. So let's have to figure out, does the mapping worked because it maps the text content of the paragraph element to the ID of what we want to disable. But we absolutely don't even have to do it like that. And when you click on it, it does log it out. So click on this, you see something, click on this, you see something, click on this, but this doesn't leave. This is still showing up. This is still showing up. This is a serious bug. The bug that doesn't want to go. The bug that doesn't want to go. Oh shit, let's undo. Let's create, actually, let's make this. So put it in like in something, in another div, and then delete that. So now I have a container. I have a container that is containing a container that contains the input element and the label, called the same thing as everything else. So now with the start date L. So let's see. Okay, it is gone. We don't see it now. So if we click on it, it shows up. Click on the next one shows up. Click on the next one shows up. As we expected. And then I also want to bring this in. This element, the control element. So let's bring it in. The control element. This is control. Where's our control element? This is the control element. Oh, strange. But I want to bring. Okay, I don't want that. This. I want the control. EX control. So let's go here. Find the control and then make that 70%. That will bring it in. I don't want it to be that big. We could bring it in some more. Make it 50% width. So the width 60%. We could do a little more than that, but maybe this is fine. So you can do this, change the date to what you want, and then the date should do it, but it keeps flickering, and so it has it's listening for. Oh, we are actually starting a new interval. Oh, that is what's happening here. We are starting a new interval. So when we call this function, we are starting a new interval. So we need to clear this interval. If we call this, we must clear the interval. So we will go clear interval, right? You clear it like that. So we need to clear the interval before we start another one. It might not work, or actually, let's make this var, and then remove that. So get nothing. So now, oh, we need to clear the interval, but now the interval is after we could clear it. And when we come back, we're going to create a new one. So this means we need to create this previous interval. Previous countdown. Previous countdown. And save it in this. So we're gonna save this there. So when we come back, we're gonna clear the previous interval and start a new one. Okay, so this should now, it shouldn't do this thing of having 2 or 3 intervals running at the same time. So refresh. So now we're going to change the this date to next week. And let's see, it should clear that interval. Yes, it cleared the old interval, new interval. If we put another one, and then change the time, clear the old one, now we have a new one. Yes. Okay, that's happy. That's happy. I only have 5 minutes left. I did what I wanted to do. So this should help. This should help. Okay, let's get rid of this. This should help customize your own countdown in terms of the colors and the fonts. So we should be able to add more fonts there. So let's get rid of the scroll. So the scroll behavior and focus. Okay, we can still focus, but I'm just gonna delete it. I don't want it to keep scrolling as we click on, yeah. Okay, I'm sure it's not scrolling. Oh yeah, it's just adjusting the height of this, but we can keep it the same height. So if you go to control, we can go height, make it like 50 view height. So this should keep it at the same height. Keep it at the same height. But now we need this to be start so that it doesn't put everything in the middle. Let's refresh. So we must keep, wait. Yeah, we must keep everything at the top. I said start. Start. So align start. This will keep everything at the top. Wait. Start should be here. Start center. So justify content because this is a column. So when display is a row, justify content goes that way as a column, as a row. So then it will justify the content going that way. But now if your flex direction is column, then justify content is going to justify the content going this way. So for now, it should be fine. Yes, I wanted it to be like that. And then when you click on this, it will show this up, show that, show that, show that, show that without moving the page up and down. So this is fine. I should add more fonts here. So let me see if we can add more fonts so that we have more. Add more fonts on here. So let's see. Just gonna add whatever is possible to add. Whatever is possible to add. So come on, give me more fonts. Give me more, give me more, give me more, give me more. more fonts, more fonts. I'm actually gonna get these fonts and put them in a database somewhere, and then when you press that, when you click on that drop down, will give you a lot of fonts, a lot of fonts that can be applied to this. Lots of fonts, lots, 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 lots. There's lots of fonts, lots, lots. Verdana. Come on, give me more Verdana fonts. Okay, fine. Let's go this one. Is there more? Give me more. Okay, I'll take impact. I had Georgia, right? I had that. I have that. Okay. So we're gonna put this font in a database and then dynamically add them. And then add them. But for now, we'll just live with these. Georgia serif. We can delete that because we have something like that. We have that. Delete. That's it. There's no other one like you. Okay. Impact. There's two. Delete. Anyway, it doesn't matter for now. I want to get more fonts, put them in a database, and then so you can apply them whenever you are in this. So now we have lots more, and you will have even more than this. So you should be able to apply any of these fonts, any and all of them. Okay, so yeah, so this is the and then make this red, and then we can make this one dark red even. That also doesn't look bad. But yeah, so we have font families, and in the background, I think I would keep this transparent, and then decide on other things. Yeah. So okay. Yeah. This turned out to be quite a project. Okay. So we'll stop here right now. So we can make the changes, but we are not saving the changes. Since we are not saving the changes, they will not appear here. So we won't be able to see that there. They will not appear because we're not saving them. So when we start saving the changes, then they will appear. Yeah, so that's not copying. That's not copying at all. So let's go find our link. We have our link here. I will definitely link there. Remove that. Fuck. Remove this. Need that. Copy. Paste it there. So it works now. But yeah, we have to work on saving our changes as we make the changes. So tomorrow I'm definitely gonna be streaming again. I do this almost every day now until I drop, until I get tired. I will stream on the weekend. I'll try and stream a bit longer then on the weekend. And yeah, and then we'll see what we'll be doing. But I do wanna, so if when this starts saving and you can change the date, I have to make it available. So this has to be tomorrow so that if anybody wants to use it, they can already use it. We will still be making changes and making it more customizable. But I want this to be out already so you can just have it and test it. And maybe you can comment or just drop me a message, tell me how you feel about it. But this is coming out. This is coming out soon. But I want it to be at least tomorrow so that we will continue doing customizing it and giving it more more features and possibly add like other overlays like a lower depth, like a subscribe animation as well. So we'll possibly do something like that. But this one is coming out tomorrow. It will be in beta, but it's coming out. All right. All right, Dango, we're done.